Hi everyone, welcome to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be tying the coral blob. You can see there's one in the vise there, and before we go on to tie it, I'll just explain the materials that are involved. The hook is a short shank wide gape size 10. The tying silk that we're going to be using is fluorescent fire orange. The tail is gold sparkler mix, and the body is 15mm coral blob Fritz. So let me get that hook changed out and then we can get right on with it. There we go, we've got the hook changed out. So now what I need to do is just start directly behind the eye and go some way down the shank before removing the waist. And then the next thing I'll do is just get the blob Fritz, or just get the sparkler mix, and slide that in and tie it down. So I'll just trim the tail so that it complies with the international rules. You can leave your tail as long as you want. The body material then is 15mm coral blob Fritz. So if we remove some of the fibres from the core before we tie in, there we go, just secure that. Now in the orange blob tying video you might have heard me mention or compare the Fritz to feathers, or hackles in actual fact, and just like doubling the hackle, what we can do here is we can ensure that the Fritz only appears on one side of the core by pulling any fibres and stroking them backwards. And as we wrap, what I'll do is I'll ensure that those fibres continue to go backwards, and you'll see once we get to the near the head how that affects the overall body of the fly. So as you wrap in, make sure those fibres are pushed back, and again. And one last one. I think I can get away with it. No, I can't. So I always tie close to the eye just to make sure that the body's full, and my final wrap, I come up onto the top of the hook and then trap with my thumbnail and then pull downwards, and you can see that the fibres then separate, and once the fibres separate, it gives me a very easy tie-in point. So I take 2 or 3 turns there, lift up the Fritz, and then using a sharp implement, just under tension, take that off. And be careful when you do that, because you might catch your thread. So all that leaves then is to build a nice head. Not worried if there's any fibres over there. What I'll do is I'll use a cigarette lighter to burnish those out of the way. There we go. I'm happy with the head there. And cigarette lighter, move those out the way, and Now I'm using varnish. One of the subscribers has already mentioned that he knows several competition anglers who just finish off by, before they tie off, they dab the thread with super glue and just wrap. Once it's cured, they just snip off, so there's no need for a whip finish. But I always like to whip finish, so and being a bit of a traditionalist, I always like to use varnish as well to seal that. But each to their own, I suppose. And there you have it. That is the coral blob. Very effective fly in the summer, and one that's always in my box anyway. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.